G'day all and welcome to this Kalles Fraktaler tutorial. Today we're going to look at the basics of creating a video with Kalles Fraktaler. Firstly, you'll need to download the software. Kalles Fraktaler has moved, so you'll need to click through this link. We are using version 2.14.8. If you wish to follow along with the tutorial, download the gallery files and the KeyFramesMovieMaker in 64-bit. There are two stages to creating a video. The first is to export data from Kalles Fraktaler. Kalles Fraktaler creates data files in KFB format. This contains fractal data. It can also export JPEG images. The idea is to export keyframes from Kalles Fraktaler and then generate the movie in other software. There are two ways to generate the video. You can use the KeyFramesMovieMaker from Kalles Fraktaler itself, and that's what we're going to do in this tutorial. Alternatively, you can use After Effects and my own plugin to generate the video. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to open a file from the gallery. In this case, the 11 dimensions file. Kalles Fraktaler will open this amazing image. Now we need to set the software to export the keyframes. Firstly, it's very important that the zoom size is set to 2. I always choose presets fast as well. Now we will set an image size. If you wish to do high definition, it's 1920 by 1080. I'm going to make a 4K video, so I'll make it 3840 wide. Now to create the video, choose File, Store Zoom Out Images. Create a new folder for the data. And then save the KFR file into the folder. We don't actually use the JPEG images, but they're useful to see if the video is rendering correctly. So I'm going to lower the quality to 50, just to keep the file size down. Make sure you choose KFB files and JPEG files, and click OK. Now it's important that you choose the same folder here as where you save the KFR file. Kalles Fraktaler will now start rendering the video. This could take a couple of hours or even a couple of days, depending on the speed of your computer. If you look in the export folder, you will see the files start to be created. This is a good chance to check that everything is rendering correctly. If you're going to use Kalles Fraktaler's KeyFramesMovieMaker, you will need to install some codecs. Download the K-Lite Mega codec pack. It's important that you download the Mega version because it has the Video for Windows export codecs. Make sure you select and install them. It's also important that you install the 64-bit versions. Okay, so it's taken about an hour and a half to export all the keyframes. Now we're going to join them together. We need to open the KeyFramesMovieMaker. Firstly, choose the folder we created earlier. The first thing I'm going to do is change the frames per second to 60. Then change the speed accordingly. Importantly, we need to change the frames per movie to a very high amount because we only want to create one export file. Also going to turn off the zoom text, and I'm also going to turn off the alpha blending because it's much slower and I don't think we need it for this video. Click Stop Movie directly on last frame and press Start. Now we need to choose a codec from one of the codecs we installed earlier. The best option is the X264 codec. Hit Configure. This is a good codec because it encodes on constant quality. Set the quality to about 19 or 20. Usually the KeyFramesMovieMaker exports to AVI files, which aren't very good for high-resolution video. Change the output mode to File, and then choose somewhere to save the file. Click OK, and press OK again to start the export. You should see the image start to render in the preview window. It will probably take a couple of hours. One thing I should point out here is the KeyFramesMovieMaker will export an AVI file. It will save it in the same folder as your keyframes. the AVI file will actually be empty. If you wish to try and render from these keyframes again, you will need to delete the AVI file or it won't work properly. And that's how I render 4K fractal videos. If you wish to see the result, check the link in the description. If you want to learn some more tips about creating fractals, hit subscribe and I'll be putting out future videos shortly.